So, happy Saturday, happy weekend. I hope you're all well and you had a good week, positive and productive week. I'm coming to you live whilst my baby girl is sleeping and my husband is keeping an eye on her because I wanted to share something with you. If you are joining this live now, please say hello. If you're watching me for the first time, please let me know what your name is and what city, country you're watching me from. I can see that someone called Scorpions has joined, but it says Riga on the picture, so it might be my Latvian friend. I'll send a wave. By the way, those who don't know, if you are Latvian, I also have a Latvian Instagram account, which is the same as this, but it has Latvia at the end of it. So it says the B Tribe Latvia. And I have just been on that Instagram account talking about what I'm going to talk about to you now in the Latvian language. So if that's better for you to listen to in your mother tongue, then jump over to that Instagram account. So I'm a transformation coach and I specialize in personal development and also physical transformations. So taking your life to new levels, but mainly I have been working helping people to lose weight. I myself am a proof of my method. I have lost 38 kilos, that's 6 stone or 80 pounds in weight, and I have done that with weight loss psychology methods. So that is what I teach people now, and that's what I'm passionate about. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is the key to success, and I want to talk about a story which will hopefully demonstrate my point and we can untangle it from different perspectives. I have called it the rabbit and turtle, but it's actually called the hare and turtle. So hare is the hare is different kind of breed of rabbit, but I prefer the word rabbit, so that's what I will be using. I'm sure that most of you know this story or this tale, but hopefully that this will be a good reminder because the message behind it is beautiful and very powerful. So what is the story and what is the key to success? So the story goes something like this with my little personal twist on it, if you like. So in the woods, in the forest, there's a beautiful family of different animals, part of which is the rabbit and the turtle. And rabbit is very arrogant, he's very sure of himself, he thinks the best of the best, and he's very fast and he's brilliant at everything that he does. Turtle, on the other hand, is very low-key, very humble, minds his or her own business, basically. The quiet one. She's a little doer. She doesn't talk too much, she's more into doing. Rabbit is all about talk, 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 and look at me, look at me. So one day, the turtle just had enough of the rabbit going on and on and on about how fantastic he is, how fast he is, how he's the fastest in the forest. So because the turtle just had enough of all of this, the turtle said, I dare you to come and do a race with me. At the beginning, the rabbit just laughed like, are you for real? Are you serious? Do you know who I am? I'm the fastest rabbit and I'm the fastest one in this woods. Like, well, but this is kind of a waste of my time because obviously I'm going to win. But if you want to make yourself look like an idiot, if you want to be a loser, and I suppose I don't mind getting all the clapping and getting another medal, yeah, fine, let's do it. So anyway, so they set the date for the race, and before the race Turtle was doing a bit of practicing, you know, getting a few extra steps in here and there, preparing for the race, eating well, getting plenty of rest and sleep. So the turtle could give it its best shot. The turtle thought, I'm gonna give it my all, I am going to do my best. The rabbit took a slightly different approach. Rabbit was all relaxed. Basically got this. Don't even need to try. Have you seen the turtle? Like really, you know, I can do half-assed effort, I'm going to win anyway. So the rabbit didn't do any prep work, and in fact the night before the race the rabbit went to the pub and kind of started celebrating early. He was saying, you know, this turtle's gonna be a joke, but anyway, you know, I'll just turn up and, you know, I will hardly have to lift my finger. He had won too many pints, was a big hangover, so no hangover, he was a bit drunk, got home, didn't get very much sleep. So not, you know, not the best attitude and not the great start, is it? But he thought, I don't even need to try, I'm going to win anyway. So they both turn up for the race and off they go. So the rabbit, being the rabbit, just went at the speed of the light and whoosh, he was gone. Poor little turtle was just like, right, step by step, just moving along, one foot from the other, one foot from the other. After a little while, the rabbit saw like the turtle in a great distance, like a little spot, like, oh, he's just so behind. And at this point, the hangover's kicking in, the legs are a bit tired. So the rabbit decides just to sit down and rest a little. Just stretches his legs and just thinks, oh, this headache is getting to me now. My legs are tired, didn't get much sleep last night. So as the rabbit sits there and rests, takes his eyes off the goal, he thinks he's got plenty of time, he's basically won, and he falls asleep. And he falls into deep sleep. The little turtle, in the meantime, step by step, one foot in front of the other, just keep on moving, keep on going, keep going, step by step, went past the rabbit through the finish line. So the turtle, the non-starter, actually won the race. Just as the turtle was about to finish and cross the finish line, the rabbit woke up in horror, got up, started running as fast as he could, but of course it was all too late. So, what is the message that you take from this story? I can look at this from many different angles, but I would say things like consistency is the key, small changes, big results, small changes, big impact, right? It's the consistency, and that is what's going to separate you from the rest. It's not always being the best and about being the best, but it's about staying consistent and giving the best that you've got at that time. And when we look at this message and we look at it from personal life, and let's say we'll look at it from the perspective of relationships, it takes work, doesn't it? It takes effort, it takes time, it takes energy. Just because we have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friends, we can't just take people for granted and think, well, I'm married, I've got that ring on my finger, you know, I can just relax. You know, I never need to spend time with my husband, I don't need to spend any quality time with my husband, who cares, I've got the ring, he's mine. It doesn't work like that. You know, that's when marriages and relationships and friendships fall apart. And the same goes with friendships. You know, I don't appreciate, and I'm sure you feel the same way, in a similar way, when I never hear from my friends, and I only ever hear from them when they need something. Because you are left thinking, well, you're not putting anything into this relationship, you're not spending any time with me, you don't care how I am, how I'm doing, You're messaging me, basically calling in a favor because you're my friend. Can you help me now? Well, it doesn't work like that, does it? Or, you know, we do carry resentment with us when that happens. And by the way, when I mean spending time together, like when I said my husband, I don't mean sitting next to each other or opposite each other at the dining table, but both being on your phone. I mean being present with the person. Okay? Your presence is the best present. I love that saying when it comes to mindfulness. When we look at businesses, it really is the consistency. It is easy to show up in your business when everything is going well, when you have just, I don't know, taken part in a program or had a phone call with your mentor, your motivation is high, perhaps there's a fantastic offer in the company. If you like network marketing, maybe there's a no sign-up fee or a low sign-up fee, or there's a great new product. Like, it's easy when the motivation is high and all is well. It's not so easy to turn up when nobody's buying from you, when you haven't slept and you have lots of problems in your life. But that is when your character is tested, and that is when you grow your business. And I love what Denzel Washington said in one of his Oscar accepting speeches. He said, there's no greater threat to progress than ease. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. And then what we see, and I have certainly seen with other people that are in business, in online business, I see a lot of rabbits. There's a new offer, there's something new, shiny, exciting, or they've done something, their motivation is high, and they're going in full guns blazing, sprinting. And then the moment things get hard, like with that rabbit, the hangover kicks in, or you're a bit tired, you stop and you rest. And I recently had this email, because I'm on different people's email lists, about this huge offer which is like over £1,000, and I had a look at the emails and I was like, wow, you haven't messaged me since my baby girl was born, because I'm on your email list, so 7 months. But the minute you have an offer, a very expensive offer, it's like, come, buy from me. It doesn't work like that. You've got to turn up and just give the best that you've got at that moment. Some days my battery is fuller, other days I'm tired, very tired or exhausted, as you would be as a new mum, but I show up anyway. And then people get to know you. Hopefully they get to like you because you give value, you share your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience. People get something, some value from listening to your content, whether they buy from you or not. And then eventually they might end up buying from you. They might end up being a customer. They might end up being just a fan that they will, they will share you and tell, their friends about you, or there'll be a different opportunity that comes your way. Or perhaps I just believe that if I do good in the world, what goes around comes around, and I'm going to receive that goodness back. And it might not be from the same people that are watching me right now. It might be from different people. There might be different opportunities, but I believe what goes around comes around. And me sharing this, getting the message out, this is what I'm talking about. It's the consistency. Just keep on going. When I did my Goals Masterclass in January, I practiced as I preach. I never teach anything that I haven't gone through myself and what my clients haven't had results with. I also set myself 3 goals, and they were 3 quite big projects. And on purpose, I only picked 3 things to focus on, because I have very little time and very limited energy resources being as a new mum. But they were like quite big things, and that was in January, and it felt like, oh my God, there are like 3 huge mountains to climb. But I went through, had a call with my mentor. I went through her program about self-mastery. I started applying different methods, using my time more effectively. And I am amazed how much I have achieved by the end of February, just by focusing on my attention and just taking one little step, another little step, one little step, another little step. I'm being a turtle. But over time, like, you think, wow, you know. And then lastly, so that was personal life, business. Now lastly, my area of expertise, healthy lifestyle and weight loss. What do the rabbits do? They will buy a weight loss product or join some sort of diet, go on a diet, join some fitness program, and they will go all guns blazing, and they very, very quickly burn themselves out. They have to stop and rest because it's just all too much. The speed was too much. It's just not sustainable, and they stop. So I did that too, as part of my weight loss journey. I can tell you that I went through a phase when I decided that I was going to eat healthily. Then I decided that I was going to do intermittent fasting, so I did 16-8, where I ate through an 8-hour window. Then I decided that wasn't enough and I was going to exercise as well. And then to top it all off, to make it not just into a mountain but make it into an Everest, I decided that I was going to exercise when I fast. I made it so difficult for myself, which meant that I was like a rabbit, full guns blazing for a couple of days, then complete crash, just stop completely. And when I started to learn about weight loss psychology, when I started to study psychotherapy, I took a completely different approach. I started to take the little steps. I became the turtle. And whilst I was taking the turtle steps, I was working on my mindset. I was changing the relationship I have with myself, my self-worth, self-loving yourself, the relationship I have with food, with exercise, with healthy lifestyle. I started to look at why I have this extra weight to begin with, instead of putting all my focus on just burn the fat, lose the kilos, because that was always ever short term. Because with that approach, we typically lose weight, and we can lose a lot of weight fast, but it all comes back. And I read in a recent study that 50% of people that lose weight that way, it gain it back in 2 years, 80% within 5 years. So it's gonna come back because you're going about it the wrong way. Whereas if you look at, why do I have this problem? What is the cause? And then I'm going to take the turtle steps, which I did. So I was losing a half a kilo to 1 kilo a week. Quite literally, was a proper turtle step, like half a kilo, 500 grams a week. But over a period of time, 38 kilos. Wow, right? So when you compare yourself to somebody who goes on a crash diet or some heavy exercise program, and you think, I've lost 500 grams this week, she lost 5 kilos. Think of the rabbit and the turtle and think, who is going to be at the finish line? Where will I be in 3 months and 6 months? And where will that rabbit be? The rabbit will be on the grass, sleeping, not able to move because they've burned themselves out and they're going to have to start again from zero. Whereas you, my friend, will be way ahead of them over time. Okay, so that is the message that I wanted to share with you today about the rabbit and the turtle, and that consistency really is the key to success. You've got to show up, and you've got to show up consistently, and to be able to show up consistently, you need to pick the small steps that are realistic and manageable for you, so you can move forward, making these small changes in your lifestyle, forming new healthy habits. But most importantly, it's the turtle's mindset, just going to keep going. I trust that as long as I keep putting one foot in front of the other, however small the step is, I am moving forward and I am a step closer, however big or small, towards my goal. If you have enjoyed this message and this video, then please give it a heart and tag a friend or friends who would benefit from hearing this. You know, I always say sharing is caring. I listened to a very interesting interview with a psychiatrist who also specializes in genetics. So she talked about psychology and she talked about epigenetics, things that I've got a lot of knowledge in, and it was interesting because it was a very recent video, and I realized I've been trying to tell people about this like for the last 3 years, but I'm really pleased that people are finally starting to understand that the success, weight loss success, is in the mindset. And of course you have to eat healthily and it's important to move your body, but until we have the mindset, until we become the healthy people that want to do it, we won't be able to do it long term. Because if you hold on to your unhealthy identity, you will be forever forcing yourself to do those healthy things, and they will never become part of your lifestyle because you haven't changed your identity. Please comment yes if that makes sense. And my weight loss program, which is kind of my pride and joy, in which I married my personal experience and my professional knowledge, so which I believe is very powerful, because now I not only know how it works, I know through my own body how it works, not just on paper but just physically as well, and through my clients. The weight loss program is available anytime. You can find the link in my bio, and that's on my website in my bio. It's called Restart. I have most of my programs and services, products in 2 languages, English and Latvian. The weight loss program is £150. If you wish to pay in installments, you can, but you need to just message me directly to make those arrangements. And what happens when you sign up is this, that you will get the lectures and you will get the homework, and then you get the one-to-one support with me. And that can take place in different forms. We can arrange phone calls, we can WhatsApp, we can do voice messages, whatever works for us both, and then we can discuss the lectures and how you got on with the homework and see what's working and where you need extra help. As you probably gather, it's all about weight loss psychology, but 2 big parts maybe worth mentioning. I do give you a recipe book and I do give you exercises, so I don't neglect those things. I just don't put my focus on them. So don't worry, you'll know what to eat and there'll be some suggestions for exercises. The focus is on the psychology, and a very big part, an important part of that is emotional eating, which apparently something ridiculous here in the UK, like 49% of people with extra weight suffer from emotional eating. So it's very important to look at that. Hi Linda. And I talk about the brain and the 5 different centers in the brain that are involved in this emotional eating circuit. So it's very empowering to have this psychoeducation and understand what happens in your brain when you give in into emotional eating. And once we have that understanding, then I give you the strategies how to break that cycle. Also, another big part of my program is food addiction. It is real and it's important stuff. A lot of people have addiction to sugar. And when it comes to physical addiction, not emotional addiction, and sadly some people actually have both, I talk about our gut, and there's a gut-brain axis, which is a two-way communication system. And then when we have this physical dependency on sugar, we get signals from our gut to our brain, so we go and eat the things to feed the addiction. Again, it's really important to understand how that works, and then I'll give you the methods, and there's a 5-day beat your cravings eating plan as well, to help, to attack that food addiction head on. And then of course everything all about habits, how to break bad habits and form new healthy habits. So it's a very powerful program, one that you probably I would be surprised if you've done something like this before, but this is the way not only to lose weight but to keep the weight off. And I myself have kept the weight off for 3 years now. And when I was pregnant, I didn't gain very much weight at all, and I was back to my pre-pregnancy weight within 3 weeks. So I almost don't count that 9 months, because I was just straight back to how I was after having my baby girl. So it is good for busy people, it's good for new mums, it's good for people that have tried all sorts of different programs, diet plans, exercises, products, and nothing has ever worked or only worked short term. It's because you're focusing on the wrong things. The thing to focus on is to have the turtle mindset, make the turtle moves, and give it a couple of months. Some people will be 2, 3, some people will be 6, some people will be 8, but you will lose the weight for once and for all, and you'll be so glad that you did, because you can start living your life and stop counting those calories. Okay, my masterclass in English starts on Monday. So the weight loss program is available anytime. Just sign up and I'll contact you with the lectures and with the homework. That's just available on the website 24/7. My masterclass, Train Your Mind to Lose Weight, takes place on Monday at 8 o'clock. It's a Zoom presentation. If you can't make it live, don't worry. I will send the recording out afterwards. It's great if you can come live, because it's great to be in that energy and you can ask me questions, but that's okay if you can't make it. You can ask me questions afterwards once you have watched the recording. And the price for that is £40, so 8 o'clock on Monday the 26th of February. It will be a fantastic introduction to my program, so some of you may want to do the program afterwards, and that will be a great introduction. And it's also a place where I can add some new information that I've learned since the last time that I did my program live. So I hope that I will be seeing some of you in my masterclass on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend, and again, I'll just appreciate a heart if you have enjoyed this video, and sharing is caring. Tag people, send link to this video to your friend or friends you think would benefit from this message. Have a fantastic weekend and see you soon. Be healthy, be happy, be you.